Hi there, Sagittarius. This is Kim here to do a reading for you guys. Hope you're doing good. I'm going to use this Everyday Enchantment Tarot. Perhaps you may hear some voices outside of this room filtering in. I'm sorry if you do, but you know, my voice is a lot louder, so I don't think it's going to be a problem, and it definitely won't interrupt my concentration. So, the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, Sagittarius. Let's pull a Celtic cross for you. I haven't used this deck in a hot minute, and it's a nice deck. It's just, I haven't used it in a long time. So this will be interesting. Let's see what comes out. Of course, this is for November, or when you're watching it in November. I'm just trying to get the energies really nice and shuffled here. Okay, messages. What messages do you have for Sagittarius? If you'd like a private reading, by the way, I do offer those 3 different prices in the description box below. It's how you can get one. They're recorded readings. You put what you want to know in the notes, and then add me to your email contact list so I can be put into your, so your film, blah, so your film goes into your inbox. Queen of Cups. I have the Queen of Cups on the bottom as maybe an issue. All right. Oh, okay. Looking good. We're looking good. We're looking real good. What is that? Path changing. Oh, my. I had a dream about a toddler today. It was so weird. So weird. Or I don't know if they were a toddler. They were like 2. And in the dream, like I could feel them clinging onto my shoulders. It was so strange. It was so strange. And I just, you know, it's interesting. I just remember their hair in my dream. It was really dark. Like, because I have very light hair. But this toddler had brown, thick hair. I don't know. Strange. And then it looks kind of like that kid. Look, we have some really good information coming here with your reading. Let me scoot it back so you can see this. Well, first of all, let's look at the numbers, because I definitely pay attention to numbers here. We have 4, 4, 8, 8, and 9, 9 in your reading, and there is 1, 7. I'm not going to ignore the 7, but so when I see the 4s, especially if I see a 4 in the reverse, I'm feeling like you're going to be guided to go on a different path or to go a different way. Whatever this new path is that it's leading you to, it's towards money, it's towards well-being, finances, and it's towards the Wheel of Fortune. Dang, you have some really good. Now, 9, and the reason why I say it's a new path is because the 9s, to me, are indicating that there's something from the past still that's wrapping up, that you're getting closure with. Okay, and the 8s are representing this big amount of achievement that's coming into your life, and it can be in the form of prosperity. So, what is this in the past? What is this? Oh, we have a person with the 9 of Blades. Interesting that the time says 10:10 on the clock, because as usually I see that number with like temperance energy. And so if there's something here about having patience with yourself as you get through a difficult time. I mean, because we can see this person is maybe having difficulty sleeping. They may be either taking pills, they may be stopping taking pills. That might be causing some, you know, some issues where they're like, oh. So it could be about dealing with some things. However you're having to deal with them, ultimately letting something go in your life. Whatever it is, it's something that was not serving you anymore. Causing anxiety, causing stress, you know, hopelessness. It's it's a deep, dark time to be in, that 9 of Blades, and yeah, it can be overwhelming. Like thoughts can be overwhelming in the Nine of Blades, right? Tell me more about the Nine of Swords. Maybe more. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. More about the Nine of Swords. The Chariot, the Three of... yeah. Alright. Alright, what I get with this, so I'll show them to you. I have the Eight of Cups reverse, the Nine of Wands upright, the Chariot, and the Three of Wands in the reverse. There's some type of unexpected journey that we ended up going on where there was a big fear that we had to get over emotionally attaching ourselves to. To me, it's coming across as a vice, okay? I mean, of course, it could be a person or a behavior or something that we did in some way. I don't know if it was to seek solace, you know. At one time, there was a seeking solace in whatever it was that we felt like we became emotionally attached to. And so there was a fear of leaving something behind that I feel like turned into worry and anxiety anyway. Okay, but there's this perseverance and this spiritual strength to get through this unexpected journey in your life, right? And ultimately you do get victory. You have the Chariot, and also let me say your whole reading is about victory. And it looks like victory from a hard time, from a tough time. But there's something that you stayed strong through. And it was like it's almost like I wasn't expecting to have to leave this part of me behind, this behavior of mine behind, this routine of mine behind. But there's something about once you do, you're on your way to victory, and you're given this spiritual strength to make it through also. When I say that also. So there could be some fears still about the new, about the unexpected journey, or there could be some fears of, in general, like trusting life. Again, after you've been through some rather difficult situations where your spiritual strength was tested, where you had to be really strong for yourself. Okay, then I have the Hangman in the reverse. And this is where I'm getting that there might still be some hesitation to trust a new start, a new beginning, or to even start something new. There may be some hesitation here with the Fool. But the Hangman in the reverse is saying, but Sagittarius, you're ready. You're more than ready. And it's time. It's time. It's time for something new. Tell me about the Hangman, about this no more waiting, this waiting period being up. It's time to take care of yourself and focus on your health. It's just a bit like it's a big message here of that'll bring you your victory. It's time to give the cup to yourself. It's time to place the worries down. It's time to really put self-care and self-love into you. Time to focus on eating right, sleeping right. For you, the best way for you. It's going to bring you a lot of success here. Your heart space, in your heart space, I have the Nine of Coins, which is a lot of reward financially coming to you. It's a big reward. So this can be a big health decision, a change. This can signify some huge change that you are, just the change or behavior or pattern or somehow emotionally afraid to move forward without it. But it, in fact, is what's keeping us from this new experience. And so there's something that's going to change when it comes to your health and how good you feel. The goal is to have you be the most healed and healthy and happy person that you can possibly be, without anything, because we have everything on the outside that does things to us that we have to go through. There's no sense in like putting yourself through, which I understand that's easier said than done, like type of deal, but it's almost pointing like some of the things you're going through are more so self-inflicted, if that makes sense. And like you're hurting yourself more than helping yourself. And so it's like it's time to help yourself more than anything right now. You're going to get extremely rewarded for it. And you see them being really pulled to this person taking really good care of themselves, sipping tea, they're stimulating their mind, they're reading a book, or you could listen to an audiobook. There's a bird out here, it's flying in the upward position, so something's good, something's taking off. The food on the plate, there's a lot of fruits, and there's some beautiful cheese. There's nice flowers for the mood. Like everything about the ambience here changes. Everything changes when you make some type of move or change to yourself. I think it's going to change your path drastically. And it quite frankly might lead you away from a person. I don't see the Three of Cups here, but I do see this Four of Wands in the reverse. And this is, so other than this being, yes, it could be a big financial windfall. Your efforts paying off, okay? This Four of Wands in the reverse is speaking to me of a big move, a path changing. Oh, I got the message like something is changing in who and what you seek comfort and your solace in. Your solace. Because you could be feeling quite stressed, actually, because they have with the Eight of Blades or the Eight of Swords is how you're feeling, and this is stressed, anxious. I have to do this, I have to do that. There's a limitation here. There's interference and distractions everywhere. And the thoughts are just kind of like anxious. And the thoughts are anxious. So, dog barking, child crying, and a person putting their hands on the window. Like, I can't escape for one moment. So tell me a little bit more about how Sagittarius is feeling with this. Feels like there's going to be something with a break in a routine. Yeah, okay, another indication of you give so much love to other people that it's time to be independently focused on giving love to yourself. Like, letting that at least, allotting some time where you say that this love is going to go to me during this time, just me. I don't know, something about that. So the giving yourself love, giving the cup to yourself. And this is like, then everything starts to get better. So this is good anyway, but you have the rewards once this, the effort is putting into yourself, like healing your heart is what I'm feeling. Opening your heart chakra, healing your heart. Okay, I have the King of Coins, and the King of Coins is your goal and destiny. And everybody's kind of having a good time here. It looks like they're all working on maybe a family farm or something like that. The representation is that there's something established that brings in money, that represents wealth. And this person is attached to it. If this is like a new person coming in your life, they would be somebody that would want to commit to you, like, and the family. It can be, it's a very fatherly archetype card, or the husband archetype. It is also like the head of business, CEO, the head, the boss. And then the Seven of Wands, it's almost like this is a person with their arms outstretched, offering something to you, advocating for you, standing up for you. Because the Seven of Wands is in the environment. This is asserting yourself and standing up for something. But I think it's related to this person. It feels like you're the... Okay, it feels like you may be in a position where it's like, I'm the only one with all of these other things to do or take care of. And there's something very, very overwhelming about it. And so then there grew this attachment to something in order to cope, in order to help you get by. Okay? And now that that's not working, it's time to focus on the real issue of giving more love to yourself. And then when you start doing that and the effort goes into you, major self-reliance here, you attract like this perfect counterpart. This divinely guided counterpart with judgment. And it feels like things change and you get more help. And like, because when I see this King of Coins and this, I just feel like I'm reading the message like there's going to be more hands on deck. Because it seems like that was part of the rut that led to less time for your own self-care and then reaching out for figuring out, hey, what can I do to make this easier on me? There's the new investment under here, the Page of Coins. So tell me about this path change with the Four of Wands. Oh, yeah. Okay, the Three of, yeah, well, oh, wow. Well, so the Three of Swords is where something's absolutely official with your path, where you're not with somebody that you were with in the past. This person, anyway, whoever this was that you were like, or company, okay, because it's some kind of loss that was suffered. You're moving on from them or that situation, and you're coming into perfect harmony with a partnership that is more divinely guided and divinely aligned with these energies of you taking care of yourself, loving yourself. It's going to calm your mind. This feels like a relief to me, honestly. This feels like it's going to be a relief, like, woo, glad I actually cut ties completely. That's what that feels like, is cut ties completely there. Okay, and then the Four of Coins is this little, sweet little boy with the little coins, like, the hope or fear. Yeah, as most people, you don't want to have just this tiny amount that you live off of, check to check. Like, you don't want to be, and you don't want to be in the minus, like, right? You just, you're like, okay, good God. Like, I know that this is a time of where there's inflation, and I know that these things are going on, but I don't want to be like, I don't want to have to hold back financially forever. And I'm telling you, abundance is coming into your life, especially when it comes to your finances. So you won't have to be, you might be going through a period right now where because of the circumstances being as they are, there's a lot of penny pinching or saving. Okay, and that just might be how this is. And Well, when what you've got is sand in front of you, you build castles. There's just something about it's going to be okay. Like, it's going to be okay. And because I see it more as a fear of, I don't want to have to live like paycheck to paycheck is what I'm seeing. And this is why I think you're not going to really have to. Other than there really might be, this might be a new boss, this might be a partner. But you have somebody coming in that's very financially stable, well off. And you also have this new cycle coming in your life, the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is bringing in goodness, like let the good times roll here. Let the good times roll. Everybody's cheering, right? Because things are going in a new, amazing direction. And it also has to do with your work. So because of the 8 of Coins, this is that like I said, something on the every day to day is going to change for you. I feel like that's what it is. Your routines, what you do, maybe what you do for work, or getting your mind busy by focusing on some type of work. There is definitely a new, the Empress and the King of Cups. There's some kind of new, your every day-to-day life is not going to look the same, is what I'm getting. You are the Empress here. You've been through a lot. Right now, it looks like you're going through something pretty tough. But just know that you have that, look, you're being looked at from this King of Cups, because he's like, wow, look at that Empress. Look at what that person can create. Look at how abundant they are. They want you to be their Empress. I'm telling you, this is the person who you have won somebody's heart space. And I see definitely a new job coming in. There's something about maybe making sure we get over our fears about having to move on to something else. Like that being okay here. Because the Empress is above all of the queens. Like things get better. Things get better. Things get real good here. You could also have more than one person here looking, more than one king. Not a knight, a king. A very established person looking at you. Admiring you, admiring your work, admiring your mental acuity, mental sharpness, something about you. There's something about you, something about how you do, ooh, ooh. Scuba diver, another 4, 4, 4, 4, you're being guided. Going within, observation, oh yay. Self-examination, in the void, desire to know, self-reflection, disconnecting, deep thought, subliminal. And this is what's changing. This heartache, the loss, the sadness, and your path changing. This is not going to last forever, this restraint feeling. Because I have the no with the bridge up. And it's like this. And it has to do with this. So so they're literally saying how you're feeling right now when you're watching this is not how it's going to be forever. It is changing. Okay, your ostrich trap, avoidance. Avoidance, or yeah, it's mainly avoidance. This card comes out when there's something we have to admit to ourselves that's not good enough for us. Or that's causing us extra stress or a headache, whatever it is. Whether it's self or a relationship that causes us heartache, or it is a job that is not paying enough, or they're unthankful. I don't know. There's some type of thing that this is going to change. There's some action steps on your part, is what this is saying. And the headache will be relieved. Especially if you're in some type of situation where there's like abuse or humiliation. I don't know. I would hate that. It happens. And definitely get out of that situation, or make that a priority to get out of that situation. As I say that, the Dear John card comes out. Rejection, cold hard truth, breaking up. Yeah, because there's a divine partner, or there's a divine job setting that's more meant for you. Or you're creating something big time there. You have the person of fire, the trend-setting leader, confident, visionary, catalyst, energetic, entrepreneur, sexy, outgoing, creative, courageous, strong-willed. And the handcuffs in the reverse is because you are releasing yourself from a situation that you felt really powerless in. I think it's a mixture of these things, by the way. I think it's a mixture. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. I'm sending you love and light. Bye.